use Elixir. We're gonna fight this boss. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, Astaroth. Seems legit. Let's just see what everything does to him. Ultima. Hits pretty hard, okay. He gets 190, that's not bad. Hit for shit. Scourge. Not great. Can you blink on this? What does Holy do? This one 190, we're on board with that. Nope, so I guess just hit him with their axes. This Furion's gonna be on heal duty. Or here, Furion's gonna be dead. Things not going well here. I didn't have my phone in here. That's exciting. Fire, so we don't do much. Just keep using fire. Ultimates, that's really good damage here. Well, and Leon, I guess. Cure 8 plus 16. It's not really great, but yeah, Leon's not doing a ton of damage. Fuck yeah, keep you, especially her, hitting Maria with fire. Poison. Done. Easy. Man, such an easy fight. Axe, shield, axe. A ribbon? What is a ribbon? Guards against elemental attacks and status effects. You already have the Genji home, though. I should quick save just for run into like one dude who's gonna like fucking wreck me. Like it's the gaze shit that's gonna stone my whole team. Fire 11. Weak sauce. Big staircase. Devils. That should hit more than that, dude. Just saying. It's like a truck, man. poison axe isn't where it's at. You do so much extra damage to the poison axe. Look at that. He's 125 extra damage. Take a whole other attack. Sage's Wisdom. I'll save that, and I guess I can use that on... Has someone use that on Maria? Final boss fight? The guy? Someone told me to use the blood sword, and I just don't know. I don't know if I trust them. Do you want me to use blood sword on the final boss? I guess I'm gonna save it beforehand. As well start. If I'm doing like a long fight like that, should look at the make sure my stats are okay. Chest on the way? Oh, there's two chests. Get this one up here. I thought I put an extra character in there, but I did not. Thunder, I guess. It's a pretty BA, I guess. Another acid file? Wait. Dragon? That's a pretty long fight. Fire guy, I guess. Okay. I think I should be done with work, so. It's like bottom left is it? Not terrible, but they're right, I think. The ambush is bad, but other than that, I think we're good. Oh shit, Leon dead. Stop. This isn't killing me. Well. Oh my god, a king behemoth? Didn't I just fight this fucker? Alright, so let's equip him. Oh, no wonder. Blood sword. No wonder he's doing shit for damage.
You've braved the bowels of hell to reach me, but the hand of man which deals in false justice and forsaken love can never hope to defeat the Lord Master of Hell.
Oh, no talking. Let's just get into it. This is gnarly ass. Not great. Oh my god.
Blood Sword OP. Okay. Fuck. I don't even know what to do. Is cure Furia? Make sure he stays alive. No, because he's gonna cure himself. Let's go. Holy. I don't. Oh my god, the Blood Sword. They should be using that more often. Final boss down in 2 turns? That feels really broken. Is there at least a second form? Unbelievable. Defeated by insects like you not once but twice. Who are you? Ugh. It's done. Now let's get out of here. Oh, I guess that was it. Okay. 16-minute episode, I guess. Plus credits. It's finally over, isn't it? It was a long struggle. With the Emperor gone, we've nothing left to fear. Thank you. With all my heart, I thank you. The combined strength of Kashan and Finn will build the kingdom anew. Together, Princess, we will create the kingdom even fairer than the old. Though once a coward, I now stand here a new man. I have all of you to thank for that. You have my deepest gratitude. I'm sure Scott is smiling down on me from above. Look at you. Do you realize what you've done? Who am I supposed to steal from with the Empire gone? You put me out of a job. I guess I'll have to start stealing from you. Better watch your backs. You sure showed him, Therion. You ever bit the block I pegged you for? If you ever feel like trying your hand at pirating, what? That not sit yell with you, Maria? Looks like your next battle's all you got, Therion. You did it! I'm sure my dad's happy for you, too. Up there above the clouds. I'm gonna be working here, serving the princess. I just want to do whatever I can to help out. Joseph? We must now dedicate ourselves to the task of restoring what is lost. Farewell. Words cannot express my gratitude to you all. My glasses need to be cleaned. War finally over. It's not poor writing. Guy just talks like that. Yes. We can all live together. We live in peace again, together. Right, Leon? There can be no going back. Not for all of us. But why? Don't go. Therion, stop him. Maria, Leon's right. We've been through too much. I can't stop him. Not now. Leon, we'll meet again. Well, we should be going too. This is only the beginning. The long struggle is finally at an end. The Emperor, Pandemonium, the monsters plaguing the world. All had vanished without a trace. Peace had returned once more. The wounds of the war would mend, and the memory of those bitter days would fade. But one thing would never be forgotten. The band of young heroes once saved the world. To the fans across the globe, both past and present, and to the crew who brought the originals to life, we offer our profound and heartfelt thanks. And there's credits, roll credits. Of the Final Fantasy, so I've played many of the Final Fantasy games, even just briefly, or I've seen parts of them, you know. I've started 6 several times, gotten like about half an hour into it, and then just dropped it for whatever reason. I've played through 2 or 3 discs of 7, maybe 2 discs of 7. I've beaten 9. I've played through 2 discs of 8. I've always gotten like 8 hours in, about 8-10 hours into 10 and dropped it for various reasons. Tried to get through 12. I beat 13 a long time ago when it first came out. Although 13 is kind of like, 15. I beat 15. 13 was kind of lame. I didn't like 13. And 14, I'm just not a big fan of the MMO. We tried that, it didn't work out. But for Final Fantasy games that I've, we beat 1. I think I prefer 1 more. The leveling system in this was not great. It was hard to get a feel of how strong you really were. In the game, obviously, with the final boss was kind of, we cheesed it, I guess. Part of me wishes I didn't use that sword just to see how tough it was, but part of me is also sitting there looking at it and being like, well, I mean, the final boss kind of sucked. I get that you had to go through the two dungeons to get there without going back to a save point or an overworld. But for some of the shit this game pulls on you, like giving you a dungeon that can kill your enemy, that can paralyze or stone your whole party deep in a dungeon, and just kind of not really understanding where you're at, like where each character's at. When you get a new character and they got 5 MP, no spells, and 1,000 hit points right before the final dungeon, like that's a pretty shitty thing to do. And I don't know if that's for balance or what, but the game was hard to get a hang of, to wrap your head around in terms of like where you're at. And for that reason, I'm okay with cheesing the final boss. If it was something where it was like, okay, he's clearly, and that's the other thing is like what kind of grinding goes into it, right? Because if you go into it and you get the shit kicked out of you, that's not something where it's like, okay, let me go fight 10 more battles, get another level, and then try again. It's a whole thing of like, okay, well now I gotta go figure out like, do I need to equip more shields and get my defense, my evasion up? Do I need to get my my attack up? How do I get my swords better level? How do I get my those type of things, where it's not really like a clear cut leveling system. And I think part of that builds into kind of the frustration that I think everyone has with this game. There's a reason that it's the least favorite. Honestly, I'm a little surprised they got a 3 out of it. I don't know, when it came out, Final Fantasy 2 might have been great. People might have loved it, or at least enjoyed it enough to buy it and keep going. I think in Final Fantasy 3, you get back to more of a you kind of get along the path of Final Fantasy 3. I think you get more along the path of what to expect for the future of Final Fantasy, at least for the next 10, 15 years, 20 years. It's hard to think, you know, some of these games came out in what, the 80s, it's almost 30 years ago, late 80s, early 90s. We're getting to 30 plus years. And Final Fantasy is just changing now, you know? 12 was a big departure from the series, you know, with the active battle system, and the Gambit system. 11 was, you know, a big jump, and people didn't like that, obviously. So, you know, kudos to them for trying new things. This team, the Final Fantasy team, has gone out and they've done a lot of work over the course of 30, 40 years to, you know, come a far way to be the gold standard. You know, Final Fantasy, when you think of RPGs, video game RPGs, to me, Final Fantasy is the gold standard. And regardless of what you think about some of the newer games, like the Final Fantasy VII remake, the new games coming out, the remake of number 1, the action-oriented remake of number 1, some of the things like that. 15, I didn't really care for 15. I played through the whole thing because I wanted to. It was fun, but it wasn't like a let's revisit this immediately kind of thing. Maybe if I get through this whole series, we'll eventually replay it again. But just really kudos to the whole team for being able to evolve with the times. You know, not everyone. I sit here and I crave good turn-based combat like this. Maybe not like this game, because this game seemed like you just put on auto and you go. It was not a whole lot of. I guess in most RPGs that aren't really challenging, that's kind of what you do, is just hammer the A button every time you're in a battle for the most part. But you know, I crave a good turn-based game. And that's just because of the way I was brought up, not the way I was brought up, but you know what I did, and as a kid, just like I crave the fixed camera angle Resident Evil horror games, you know, and that's not something that's, you know, people that are buying games nowadays for kids, you know, kids don't want that. Kids want first person, third person, action. You know, people don't want to sit there and read for 5 minutes. You know, I mean, I guess it's just kind of people. I like reading. I love reading. My dad doesn't really like reading that much, and he never understood. I don't know if he never understood, but he didn't. Whenever we were playing games when I was a kid, he would play with me. He never wanted to play these type of games with me because he wasn't a big fan of reading all the time. You know, he didn't want to sit there and read the screen. He wanted to do stuff. You know, he liked Fighting Force on PlayStation. He liked Goof Troop and Mega Man. He wanted action. Even now, he's all about Mortal Kombat and Mario Party. You know, I think I really liked reading as a kid. And this is going back deeper. And we're done with the review. I'll give it a 6. Maybe a 7. I'd probably watch the speedrun of this. But I loved reading as a kid. I loved reading books, and I think RPGs have kind of taken that role over for me as an adult. You know, I almost never read anymore. I even have a book I'm supposed to read for work that I haven't read. So, you know, all that nonsense. But RPGs mean a lot to me. It's a nice little way to get away from the world for a little bit, and I appreciate that. Live in someone else's world for a tiny bit. So that'll be it, man. Thank you so much for hanging out, watching me, watching this. Thank you, Square Enix, for making this game. Thank you for bringing it back too. I probably never would have played this if not for the Pixel remasters. I know the Pixel remasters aren't for everyone. A lot of people have some complaint. Not a lot of people. People have complaints with them, but people have complaints with everything nowadays. So, thanks for going on this ride with me. We'll start something else up soon. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh, and is it cold in here?